This video is all about listing outcomes, or a sample space, which we use to find probabilities, and it's to go with card D6 from your pack. So we've got some information in that on that card. We are going to toss a coin. Now that coin could land on heads, it could land on tails, and we are going to roll a single dice, so that could land on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. And we're going to do both things at the same time, and we're going to get pairs of answers. Listing all of the possible outcomes is literally just writing a list. It's a bit tedious, but it's dead easy, because we could get a head and a 1. We could get a head and a 2, a head and a 3, a head and a 4, a head and a 5, or a head and a 6. So there are all the possible outcomes when my coin lands on heads, but the coin could land on tails. So I could get tails and 1, you're getting the idea now, tails and 2, tails and 3, tails and 4, tails and 5, or I could get tails and 6. And then I've exhausted all the outcomes. They're all the possibilities of things that could happen in this situation. So I'm going to use my list now. This list of all these things, its posh maths name is a sample space. So a sample space just means a list of all the possible outcomes. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 possible outcomes when I carry out this experiment. I want to know what's the probability of rolling a number bigger than 4, so 5 or 6, and getting a head. So I've got head and 5, that's bigger than 4. Head and 6, that's also bigger than 4. That's 2 possible outcomes which satisfy those conditions. And there are 12 possible outcomes altogether. So that's 2 out of 12, or I could cancel that down to 1 out of 6. The probability of rolling a number less than or equal to 4 and getting a tail, well again, we have got 12 possible outcomes, so it's going to be something out of 12. How many of those are a number less than or equal to 4 and a tail? So tails and 1, that works. Tails and 2, that works. Tails and 3, and tails and 4. There are 4 possible ways that this could happen. And so my probability is 4 out of 12, which I can cancel down to 2 out of 6, or in its simplest form, 1 out of 3 is the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4 and a tail when I carry out my experiment. Okay, so now you've got the hang of that. You're going to roll a 4-sided spinner now, so it could land on 1, 2, 3 or 4. And you're going to flip a coin again, heads or tails. So do the same sort of thing, list all of those possible outcomes, then use your list, your sample space, to figure out the probability of rolling a number bigger than 3 and a head, or a number less than or equal to 3 and getting a tail. Pause the video, give it a try, and when you're ready to see the answers, press play again.